Let me go.
Stay where you are.
Be careful. He's wicked. We're strangers.
Is that him?
Who?
Godot. Yes.
I present myself, Pazzo.
Not at all.
He said Godot.
Not at all.
You're not Mr. Godot, sir?
I am Pazzo! Does that name mean nothing to you? I say, does that name mean nothing to you?
What's
Pazzo.
What's
Pazzo.
What's
Pazzo!
Ah, Pozzo. Let me see. Pozzo.
Is that Pazzo or Bozzo?
Pozzo. No. No, I'm afraid I don't see.
I once knew a family called Gozzo. The mother had the clap.
Oh, we're not from these parts, sir.
You are human beings, nonetheless, as far as one can see, of the same species as myself, of the same species as Pazzo, made in God's image.
Yet you see...
Who is Godot?
Godot?
You took me for Godot?
Oh, no, sir. Not for an instant, sir.
Who is he?
Well, he's kind of an acquaintance.
Nothing of the sort. We hardly know him.
True, we don't know him very well, but all the same.
But personally, I wouldn't even know him if I saw him.
You took me for him.
Well, that's to say, you understand? The dusk, the strain, waiting. I confess, I imagined for a second that...
Waiting? So, you were waiting for us?
Well, you see...
Here, on my land.
We didn't intend any harm.
We meant well.
The road is free to all.
That's how we looked at it.
It's a disgrace! But, there you are.
Nothing we can do about it.
Let's say no more about it. Up! Pig! Every time he drops, he falls asleep. Up! Home! Back! Stop! Turn! Gentlemen, I'm happy to have met you. Yes, yes! Sincerely happy. Closer! Stop! Yes, the road seems long when one journeys all alone for... Yes, 6 hours, that's right. 6 hours on end. Never a soul in sight. Come! Hold that! Count! Touch of autumn in the air this evening. What? Yes, gentlemen, I cannot go for long without the society of my likes. Even when the likeness is an imperfect one. Stool! Closer! Back! Robert! Stop! That is why, with your permission, I propose to dally with you a moment before I venture any further. Fresh air stimulates the jaded appetite. Beckett! For that, he stinks. Happy days. Ah.
What ails him?
He looks tired.
Why doesn't he put down his bags?
How do I know? Oh, careful.
Say something to him.
Look.
What?
His neck.
Oh, I say.
A running sore.
It's the rope.
It's the rubbing.
It's inevitable.
It's the knot.
It's the chafing.
He's not bad looking.
Would you say so?
A trifle effeminate.
Look at the slobber.
It's inevitable.
Look at the slaver.
Perhaps he's a half-wit.
A cretin.
Looks like a goiter.
It's not certain.
He's panting.
It's inevitable.
And his eyes.
What about them?
Goggling out of his head.
Looks at his last gasp to me.
It's not certain.
Ask him a question. Would that be a good thing? What do we risk?
Mister.
Louder.
Mister! Leave him in peace! Can't you see he wants to rest? Beckett! Beckett! That's better.
Please, sir.
What is it, my good man?
You finished with the, you don't need the bones, sir?
You couldn't have waited.
No, he does well to ask. Do I need the bones? No, personally, I don't need them anymore. But in theory, the bones go to the carrier. He's therefore the one to ask. But go on, ask him. Don't be afraid. He'll tell you.
Mister.
Excuse me, mister.
You're being spoken to, pig. Reply. Try him again.
Excuse me, mister. The bones? You won't be wanting the bones.
Mister, reply. Do you want them or don't you? They're yours. I don't like it. I've never known him refuse a bone before. Nice business it'd be if he felt sick on me.
It's a scandal!
Are you alluding to anything in particular?
Well, to treat a man like that, I think that... No, a human being. No. It's a scandal.
A disgrace.
You are severe. What age are you? If it's not a rude question. 60? 70? What age would you say he was?
Ageless.
I am impertinent. I must be getting on. Thank you for your society. Unless I smoke a pipe before I go. What do you say? I'm only a small smoker, a very small smoker. It makes my heart go pit-a-pat. It's the nicotine. One absorbs it in spite of one's precautions. You know how it is. But perhaps you don't smoke. Yes? No? It's of no importance. But how am I to sit down now without affectation, now that I have risen? Without appearing to, how shall I say, without appearing to falter? I beg your pardon. Or perhaps you didn't speak. It's of no importance. Let me see.
Ah, that's better.
Let's go.
So soon?
One moment. Stool. More. There. Done it.
Let's go.
I hope I'm not driving you away. Wait a little longer, you'll never regret it.
We're in no hurry.
I'm going.
Think twice before you do anything rash. Well, suppose you go now while it is still day. Well, there's no denying it is still day. Good. What happens in that case to your appointment with this Godot, Godin? Anyhow, you see who I mean. Who has your future in his hands, at least your immediate future.
Who told you?
He speaks to me again. If this goes on much longer, we'll soon be old friends.
Why doesn't he put down his bags?
When I too would be happy to meet him. The more people I meet, the happier I become. From the meanest creature, one departs wiser, richer, more conscious of one's blessings. Even you, who knows, will have added to my store.
Why doesn't he put down his bags?
But that would surprise me.
You're being asked a question.
A question? Who? What? A moment ago you were calling me sir in fear and trembling, and now you're asking me questions? No good will come of this.
I think he's listening.
What?
You can ask him now. He's on the alert.
Ask him what?
Why he doesn't put down his bags.
I wonder.
Ask him, can't you?
You want to know why he doesn't put down his bags, as you call them?
That's it?
You are sure you agree with that?
He's puffing like a grampus.
The answer is this. Be still a moment, I beg of you. You're making me nervous. Here.
What is it?
He's about to speak.
Good. Is everybody ready? Is everybody looking at me? Will you look at me, pig? Good. I'm ready. Is everybody ready? Is everybody listening? Hog! I don't like talking in a vacuum. Good. What was I saying?
I'm going.
What was it exactly you wanted to know?
Why he doesn't...
Don't interrupt me! Now, if we all speak at once, we'll never get anywhere. What was I saying? What was I saying?
Bags. Why? Always hold, never put down. Why?
Ah, why couldn't you say so before? Why, he doesn't make himself comfortable? Let's try and get this clear. Has he not the right to? Certainly he has. It follows that he doesn't want to. There's reasoning for you. And why doesn't he want to? Gentlemen, the reason is this.
Make a note of this.
He wants to impress me so that I will keep him.
What?
No, perhaps I haven't got it quite right. He wants to mollify me so that I would give up the idea of parting with him. No, that's not exactly it either.
You want to get rid of him?
He wants to cod me, but he won't.
You want to get rid of him?
He imagines that when I see how well he carries, I would be tempted to keep him on in that capacity.
You've had enough of him?
In reality, he carries like a pig. It's not his job.
You want to get rid of him?
He imagines that when I see him indefatigable, I would regret my decision. Such is his miserable scheme, as though I were short of slaves. Atlas, son of Japetos. That's that, I think. Anything else?
You want to get rid of him?
Remark that I might just as well have been in his shoes and he in mine if chance had not fated otherwise. To each one his due. I beg your pardon. I do. But instead of driving him away as I might have done, I mean instead of simply kicking him out on his ass, in the goodness of my heart, I'm bringing him to the fair, where I hope to get a good price for him. But the truth is, you can't drive such creatures away. Now, the best thing would be to kill them.
He's crying.
Ha! Old dogs have more dignity. Here, comfort him since you pity him. Come on, wipe away his tears. He'll feel less forsaken.
Here, give it to me. I'll do it.
Make haste before he stops.
The swine! He's crippled me!
Hanky!
Show. Oh.
I told you he didn't like strangers.
He's bleeding.
It's a good sign. He stopped crying. You have replaced him, as it were. The tears of the world are a constant quantity. For each one who begins to weep, somewhere else another stops. And the same is true of the laugh. Ha, ha, ha! Let us not then speak ill of our generation. It is not any unhappier than its predecessors. Let's not speak well of it either. Let's not speak of it at all. It is true the population has increased.
Will night never come?
Guess who taught me all these beautiful things? My Lucky. But for him, all my thoughts, all my feelings would have been of common things. Professional worries, beauty, grace, truth of the first water. I knew they were all beyond me, so I took a knook.
Knook?
That was nearly 60 years ago. Yes, nearly 60. You wouldn't think it to look at me, would you, compared to him? I look like a young man, no? Hack! Now look. Did you see?
And now you turn him away. Such an old and faithful servant.
Swine.
Or after having sucked all the good out of him, now you chuck him away like a banana skin. Really?
I can't bear it any longer, the way he goes on. You've no idea. It's terrible. He must go. I'm going mad. I can't bear it any longer.
He can't bear it.
Any longer?
He's going mad.
It's terrible.
How dare you? It's abominable. Such a good master. Crucify him like that after all these years? Really?
He used to be so kind, so helpful and entertaining. My good angel. And now he's killing me.
Does he want to replace him?
I don't know.
Ask him.
Gentlemen, I don't know what came over me. Forgive me. Forget all I said. I don't remember exactly what it was, but you may be sure there was not one word of truth in it. Do I look like a man that can be made to suffer? Frankly. What can I have done with my pipe?
charming evening we're having.
Unforgettable?
And it's not over.
Apparently not.
It's only beginning.
It's awful.
Worse than the pantomime.
The circus?
The music hall.
The circus.
What can I have done with that briar?
He's a scream. He's lost his dudeen.
I'll be back.
End of the chorus.